black and trans. On more than one occasion, my mother, who has probably held a job outside of the house, not saying that she did not work hard as a domestic engineer inside the house. She did, and she deserves full credit for that. But she's held, as a married adult woman, 3 jobs. I'm sorry, 4. One job, she worked at a disc maker where they press disc, which is what you used to use for music before we had streaming and CDs. Then she worked as a janitor because she, when my adoptive father, wanted to open up their own janitorial business. And so she wanted to learn the ropes. So she got a job in the field. They divorced, the business went bye-bye. But right before the divorce, she also got a job for the Foster Parents Association, working as a liaison. It was we'll call it more of a part-time job. And last but not least, she worked for ARC, taking care of mentally challenged people in a home. All of those jobs, I'm sure, were demanding. I'm sure she had to deal, as a Black woman, with the same microaggressions that Black people generally tend to have to deal with. But as you can see, there were precious few jobs in which she actually had to contend with people of society. On more than one occasion, she looked me in my face and told me, "You don't understand how it is." And I find it laughable that she would say that, but I'm not shocked. And it shows how out of touch she really is. She has no idea what it was like for me going to college, Black and trans. She has no idea how it was for me always being the top of my class while going to college, Black and trans, and making it a point to be the top of my class. I most certainly did. How it is in the workplace. where people try to be professional, but there are instances where their prejudices show. One such example is when I was first given a position where I had to manage people. My director told me, "Oh, you've got to be more forceful when you reply in your emails. Stop being so nice." I was green and a little naive, so I complied. I spent more than a year having people watchdog my comments, because the first email I sent out that gave jabs as good as the jabs came in, they were, "Oh no, you can't be angry. You're angry. Oh no, you can't do that." And so then they put the angry black trans woman thing on me, because that's what they always go to first. You're not hurt. You're not giving a response measured and that was received. You're angry. So I had to spend a year showing how not angry I was. Because they made sure to mention it in one of my reviews. So I had to wait till the next year for them to say, "Oh, you're not angry." I have people who work the bare minimum and are praised. There was a manager that I had, and we all liked him, but he did the absolute bare minimum of work, and they praised him like he found a cure for cancer. I work early mornings, late in the evenings, some weekends if there is a deadline. And I'm not the only one. There are other people that do the same. But the other people who do the same, they're applauded. Me, it's almost an expectation. If I take a day off or go on vacation, it's an expectation that I'm somehow going to be available. Other people, they go on vacation and they check in here and there, But they have periods, great periods of time, where they're going to be unavailable. Yes, I do know. I see the disparity in treatment. But what are you supposed to say? Because that is something that is not necessarily tangible, where you can prevent people from coming up with excuses. I see people who it almost strains them to be cordial. And for me, I don't care, because I'm there to do a job. And I don't socialize really outside of work, because I don't go into spaces where I'm not welcome. So I let them have those spaces and occupy my professional space. But working with people who to give you an example, if I tell someone that, oh, there's a delicate balance, and I have to make sure that I keep this group happy, keep that group happy, but the ultimate goal is A. To have someone come back and tell you as if they're lecturing you, you have to remember to, and they're saying what you have told them in the past back to you in lecture form. I had a director one time that had me so sick, literally. I was nauseous. I stayed sick. This woman would kick the door of my office in, call me everything but a child of God. And many people had reported her to HR. But it took a long time for them to do something. And really the only thing that caused her to be removed was because some of the people that she called friends, they facilitated her removal. This woman would tell me to do ABC, and if someone says anything about it, she'll deny it. Looked me right in my face and said that. Someone had made a mistake. It was discovered. She was going through all the records, and she was saying, I know you must be involved. And I said, no, I actually have nothing to do with that particular project. I didn't do anything. I know you're involved, and I'm going to find. And when I find your involvement, I'm going to pin all of this on you. Fortunately, as I said, I did not do anything with that project, so she couldn't link it to me. But to have someone on a director level look you in your face and say that? Can you imagine? And then to have my mother tell me, I don't know. It's laughable. But everyone has a point where, a breaking point. And with that individual, I had mine. She pushed and harassed and pushed and harassed. And it took that for me to get to the point where I didn't care. I didn't care. We were having a meeting. My lips felt a little dry. So I pulled them in to sort of try to moisturize them a little bit. She yelled down the boardroom table, "You've got an attitude!" To which I replied, my lips were dry. I was moistening them. Everything is not about you. And for future reference, when Black people want to show an attitude, the lips poke out. The lips aren't pulled in. On that, she ended the meeting and said, we'll have to regroup later. Yes, I fully understand. I let many microaggressions go on by. I sit back and watch people who do the bare minimum become applauded. Watch people who feign ignorance. They don't remember this, they don't remember that. And turn a blind eye to their behavior. But I see them. So yes, I do know. Thank you. Have a good evening. Have a good day.